All right, well, I think most everyone got their dinner and being served. Once again, thank you so much to the great staff here to get our dinners out on our plates. Like we said at the prelude here, we wanted to go ahead and give away some of our special awards here during our dinner hour. And we're going to start with our Rookie of the Year awards in our touring car categories. And to assist me, I'd like to bring up from Pirelli World Challenge Vision staff, Dave Drimmy, please. We'll start with our TCB Rookie of the Year award. Rookie award. Yep. Perfect. We'll go ahead and start with our touring car B-Spec category. By far, I think one of the most exciting categories for your subcompact cars. And the driver of the Hack Racing Chevy Sonic, your 2015 Pirelli World Challenge Rookie of the Year. Put your hands together, Van Svensson. Dave. You can come up and do a speech, Dave. Remember, he is a Rookie of the Year. Congratulations. Going on to our touring car A category. Driver has made a few appearances in the Pirelli World Challenge Series, driving for a team with a great cause with the Children's Tumor Foundation and the NNF. Driver of the Compass 360 Honda Civic Si with Children's Tumor Foundation, your 2015 Pirelli World Challenge TCA Rookie of the Year, Emily Tomanovich. And congratulations to Emily Tomanovich on her 2015 Rookie of the Year award. Going on to our touring car category. We'll have a lot of awards for this young man coming to this series first time in the 2015 season. Driving the US LED Axis Roofing Porsche Cayman S from Motorsports Promotions. Put your hands together for your 2015. This one's the Rookie of the Year, Corey Fergus. Once again, congratulations, your 2015 Pirelli World Challenge Touring Car Rookie of the Year. We're going to go ahead and let you folks continue to eat your dinner there. We'll be back up about the dessert part with Greg Creamer with our GT Class Rookie of the Year awards.
survive, and I'm not scared of your stolen power. See right through you anyhow. I won't soothe your pain. I won't ease your strain. You'll be waiting in vain. I got nothing for you to gain. I'm taking it slow, feeding my flame, shoveling the cards of your game, and just in time, in the right place. Sadly, I will play my ace. I will soothe your pain. I will ease your strain. You'll be waiting in vain. I got nothing for you to gain. Eyes on fire, your spine is ablaze, failing any flow in my gaze, and just in time, in the right place, steadily emerging with grace.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if I might get your attention, we're going to continue to proceed to present some awards and get this evening moving along. It is time now to present our Rookie of the Year awards in the GT categories, but we also have a very special award that we are going to present, and it is sponsored by VP Racing Fuels, and it is called the Season-Long Hard Charger Award. It's my understanding that the recipient was not able to stay and be here tonight, but we'd like to acknowledge him, so please give a round of applause to your 2015 VP Racing Fuels Hard Charger, gaining 93 positions over the course of the season, driving the Swisher Racing Turner Motorsport BMW, Bill Ziegler. And now to our GT category, Rookies of the Year. In the GTS division, a team came to run in the Pirelli World Challenge this year, and they were a force from the beginning. One of the prime reasons was a member of the team that is supporting it in a variety of ways. Watching his progress throughout this season, not just in GTS, but also in GT Cup by Momo, has been very impressive, and in fact, in the GT Cup by Momo race today, he had an absolutely superb run. It's been that kind of performance that makes for the GTS Rookie of the Year the driver of the Calvert Dynamics Phoenix Performance Mustang, Preston Calvert. And as always, we ask the recipients, once you come up, meet Dave Drimmy center stage for the pictures. That's a rough trip up there, Preston. Once again, folks, your GTS Rookie of the Year. Thanks and congratulations, Preston. We move now to the GT Cup by Momo Rookie of the Year. And this was a driver who we'll see back up here again. He has a win this year. He has a pole this year. He has always been a factor in this championship. Please welcome your GT Cup Rookie of the Year for 2015, driving the Trefethen Family Vineyards, Porsche Lorenzo Trefethen. On his way up here, I just want to make note, if you didn't happen to catch it, in the pre-event press release that the team issued, Lorenzo had maybe the quote of the year where he said, "Of course I love Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca. I race a car sponsored by Trefethen Family Vineyards, and the track has a turn called the Corkscrew, for Christ's sake." So you have to love the place. Congratulations, Lorenzo. Fantastic. And we move now to our GTA category, Rookie of the Year. What a season this driver has had. Very busy, running a couple of different championships, excelling in both. And in fact, in the Pirelli World Challenge, getting the first win in a phenomenal drive at Sonoma Raceway just a few weeks back. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome up your GTA Rookie of the Year for 2015, driving the Orion Energy Royal Purple LaSalle Solutions Aston Martin, Christina Nielsen. I believe Christina had to depart early, so we've got a couple of guest recipients that are going to be coming up here. Well deserved.
I promise Christina to give you a great hug.
Oh,
There's no one in this target she loves more than you.
oh,
Thanks,
thank
Greg.
you very much.
Thanks,
Thank you very much. She earns every bit of it. What a talent.
To travel away, sorry about that.
Nope, understood, understood. Obviously, Mr. Nielsen and Kevin Buckler, folks. Absolutely, absolutely. And as the desserts are being served, we're just going to kind of continue to move on here. At this stage of the proceedings, we always acknowledge some very special guests and partners and their representatives who are here in the room. So if you would, folks, this series, and we heard Greg Gill and Bob Woodhouse talk about the growth of the series, the partnerships of this series, and it is these special partners that help make this type of growth happen, exponential, the way it has been. So please, give a big round of applause to these very special guests and partners. Of course, we have to start with our title sponsor and official tire supplier. It is amazing how many drivers and teams say the reason they want to come here and race is because these tires can be raced. They're remarkable. Representing Pirelli, Mr. Orazio Mastracchio. Thank you so much for everything that you and Pirelli have done. Another very special partner. Please make a big round of applause for the folks from Cadillac and, of course, Chevrolet. Here tonight, Jim Verpelot, John Kramer, David Caldwell, and Mark Kent. It's been wonderful to build a remarkable relationship with an organization that has such deep roots and such success in road racing. A big round of applause for Momo and the representatives here tonight, Jonathan Sieber and Carl Philip Dennis. Also a round of applause from Motul, Joey Cabrera and Nick Bagley. When you take a look, when you're watching the CBS Sports Network shows, the remarkable onboard video footage that is able to be provided comes courtesy of the fine folks from Replay XD here tonight, Dave Green. Thank you, Dave. A partner of this championship for a number of years, and they continue to dig deep and really be a player with us, and we appreciate it so much. A big round of applause to Stop Tech and Steve Ruiz here tonight. completing their first year as our official fuel supplier. And what a delight it has been to work with VP Racing Fuels here tonight, Steve Burns and Chris Wall. We certainly have some phenomenal manufacturer partners. We've already talked about one. How about a round of applause for Audi and Tristan Herbert here tonight? Also, Aston Martin, Kevin Buckler from the Racers Group and Aston Martin Racing North America. Bentley, completing their first full season of competition. What an honor to have them. John DeVio, thank you. A longtime supporter of this championship, Ford, and a big thanks to Doug White, Dave Bourne, and Andy Vranko. From Honda, absolutely a great job, as always, a long-time partner of this championship, represented here tonight, as always, by Lee Niffenegger. Kia has been such a superb partner, and we're delighted tonight to have both Mr. Scott McKee and Michael Fiara from Kia. A big round of applause. This one should be a big round of applause because not only because of their support of this championship on a manufacturer level, but we finished the season at Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca for Mazda. John Doonan, Jim Bowie, and Dean Case. It was great to have the beautiful Maserati Gran Turismos back for the second time in anticipation of a full season effort in GTS. Please welcome from Maserati, Roberto Bossi. Of course, McLaren and those beautiful 650Ss add so much to any championship. From McLaren, a big round of applause for Alan Cullen. Seeing those beautiful Nissan GT3Rs here this season has been spectacular, as has been their performance. Help making that happen, Rick Kulak from Nissan. Thank you. And of course, a sports car racing championship grid would just not seem quite complete without Porsche. Thank you to Porsche here tonight, Jens Walter and Oliver Springer. Absolutely. I mentioned already what an honor it was to be able to complete our season at a venue like Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca. Here tonight, please give a round of applause to Gilles Campbell and Ann Bixler. I know he's in the room here somewhere. An absolute honor to have, for me personally, every time I step into the broadcast booth, to be able to sit with my fellow CBS Sports Network announcer and one of the best, if not the best, analysts in the business, Mr. Calvin Fish. And finally, of course, this championship is sanctioned and administered by SCCA Pro Racing, an incredible bunch. From SCCA Pro Racing here tonight, please welcome Robert Clark, Lisa Noble, and Steve Osteth. And speaking of SCCA Pro Racing, it's now time for some special recognitions. I welcome back up the General Manager of WC Vision and Interim CEO, Mr. Greg Gill, and Kathy Malik, SCCA Pro Racing Field Staff Manager.
Here comes Kathy, so we know the highlight of the night is starting already.
Thank you all, and we're already 35 minutes late for the grid, so. This is when I get the great opportunity to thank a bunch of really important people in my life that have done a lot to make me feel like family. That's all of you guys, first of all, and for a group of people that are from FCCA that are our staff. They are the people that you look at, you scream at, that scream at you, that try to make their weekends work and keep it on schedule. And they're a very special, wonderful group to be able to travel with. I'm going to read their names, and I'm going to ask each one of them to stand up. But if you'd hold their applause until the end, I'd appreciate it. Sorry about that. But I have to put my glasses on first. After all, we are the WC minions. Jim Averett, Maddie Averett, Ken Brown from our SCCA office, one of the hardest working guys I know, Gail Burnham, Holly Connell, Steve Conrad, Pat DiNatale. He puts up with a lot of stuff. Dee Duncan, and you guys gotta love her. Kathy Gall, Bruce Gary, Doug Gill, Bob Goppold, Kathy Haig, George Hausner, Michael Herner, Banana, Jim Jess, Daniel Lacey, Stacy, where are you? I can't see through these glasses. Dick Lubatina, Asia Malik, Jay Mooney, Tom Mickweld. Just getting him to the banquet is a big deal. Doug Morrissey, Tara Oram, Ed Pasquale, Mike E. Pasquale, Steve Roberts, Jerry Russett, Meryl Sandler, Bob Scherer, Kathy Silva, Ken Silva, Robert Thompson, Tim Turner, Michelle Vargo, also known as Michelle Burnham, Rob Vargo, and Rick Wong. That's your World Challenge field staff. Yeah. Banana! Ready for next? You want to do it? You want to do it?
Why don't you begin?
Okay. And now, for the next thing. Each year, the WC Vision staff and the board of directors selects one of our SCCA field staff for a special recognition. Not sure what the criteria is, but I think part of it is how they interact with our teams and what they bring to the series in terms of their commitment and their heart that helps us continue to be strong. This year, we'd like to recognize, or they would like to recognize, somebody who's been with us for 17 years, and he's been in a bunch of different roles, not just in World Challenge, but in Trans Am, but one of the things that's at his heart is being our chaplain. Dan Lacey is being recognized by World Challenge today as one of our wonderful field staff. Dan Lacey, could you please come up?
While Dan makes his way to the stage, I think it's important to note a couple of moments that made this decision easy for us, because as Kathy named all the people, you really, each one of them deserves the Special Recognition Award. All of us would agree to that. Every one of them is just remarkable in what they do. But I'll have to share the typical funny story. We think of him as Pastor Dan. We think of him as somebody who works there. We know everything that he does. So 2 years ago at CTMP, I was having a particularly bad weekend, and Dan was listening to me at the front of the grid, and I think I was dropping a lot of words that rhymed with Chuck, and Dan put his hand on my shoulder as I was there at the front of the grid and cameras rolling, and said, "Brother, did I just hear you say what I thought I heard you said?" And I said, "You're effing right!" And I was a little out of control. But that moment in his calm spirit made the difference to me, and it's made the difference for many of you. And that's how WC Vision looks at it. Our whole SCCA Pro relationship is one of appreciating their service and hard work, and we recognize that for Dan. Love you, brother. So Kathy's got a couple of other special awards, and we're thinking, hey, Julie, where are those awards? They're over there. We've got them. Excellent. Take it away.
Just didn't want to have to crawl under the table at this point. As many of you know, a lot of us have been around for a long time, and we're getting a little long in the tooth. But some people are pretty special to all of you, and it's going to be hard because they've made the decision to potentially not come back for a full season next year, or come back at all. We don't really know for sure. It depends on how big the bribe gets, I guess. They've been integral.
There'll be an award afterwards. We'll just pass the hat.
Yeah, we'll pass the hat. It's really going to have to be some really significant funds, and I take my percent off the top, of course. But they've done so much for the organization. It's hard to imagine this without them. I think all of you know them. You've put up with different things that we've done, and getting you guys into things like the paddock, putting up with protests, going through registration. And their faces we hope to see next year, but we can't count on it 100% unless we do a lot of begging and groveling over the next 5 months. The first person we'd like to recognize, we know she's going to stay with us. She's just not going to be on the road as much. And she's been extraordinary forever. She's been the first face you saw at registration, the person that sits on the other end of the radio for the television folks. She's been the person that did the schedules and negotiated the letters of intent and did a mountain of work before every single event and all during the winter to make this series a success. Please welcome up Dee Duncan and tell her she can't quit. Again, she can't quit, right, guys?
Yeah.
Okay. And as Dee is coming up, the other two, again, are well known, and we're not sure if they're truly retiring or if they're just playing with us, because we're going to try to coax them into coming back. Pat DiNatale's been the stalwart steward that helped everything run on time, made every single session, I think, almost in our whole season, for many seasons, either start on time or make up time for another series so that we always finished on time. Without him, it's going to be very different, but I think that we'll get him for a while. But please recognize Pat DiNatale. We're going to have all three of you guys up here at once, and then I can start crying. The last one is my brother. Maybe not by blood, but we've known each other since we were kids. And we grew up in motorsports together, and we've been in this series together. He's been around for about 21 years, and I've been around for about 26 years in World Challenge. But we've been around each other for 40 years. And he's been around you guys in the paddock for a long, long time, making it work. To Tom. Mickwell, get up here.
While Tom's making his way up to the stage, and that's going to be hard because just how does he park and get everybody up there? We want to recognize Pat, Tom, and Dee, not only with this recognition, the series flag signed by everyone, but also for the remainder, as long as they choose, they'll have their own hard card throughout the year with us and for their family too. We so appreciate their participation. Tom, Pat.
And real quick, guys, while they're doing that, I just want to say on behalf of all of us from SCCA Pro Racing and the entire SCCA field staff, thank you for a great year. You've made it difficult, you've made it fun, and you've made it extraordinary.
Excellent. Thank you, guys.
I can go this way, right? No.
We worked this out ahead of time. We did.
Yeah,
we did
it's
that.
oh good
It's
because
scripted.
I saw wine and went, hey.
I don't know how you guys look through these slides, but anyway. See, I've been around a long time, and the only reason I can do this so long is because of Mary Ellen back there. She put up with it. She does it by default. She doesn't follow racing, but it's a pleasure. Anyway, the other reason I'm around is because of you guys. If it wasn't you guys being our extended family, from pro to vision folks to Kathy to Pat to Dee, we wouldn't be here and we wouldn't enjoy it. But you guys is what makes it enjoyable. So I'd like to propose a toast. Everybody take up their new favorite wine, Trefethen. Thank you. And I'd like to propose a toast to everybody's continued growth and success in the series, Vision's continued success and growth, and our retirement. Thank you.
Dee just asked how she's going to get that in the carry-on. We'll figure that out. Thank you. It's not by Tom. We need the COTA map laid out. A lot of folks have been asking what's 2016 going to look like schedule-wise for the series. And we're excited to announce tonight the preliminary schedule. Tomorrow we'll put that. But before I go there, tonight you've been seeing some of the team members recognized. And it is a group, as we talked about at the start of the night. And there's so many people that work behind the scenes that are the unsung heroes of not only WC Vision, but SCCA and your own organizations. Melissa Smith comes to mind, who faithfully shoots the photography. When Melissa and I got the opportunity first starting to work together, it was a kind of an effort that we had to look at, and we had to overcome some kind of old school thinking, and Melissa just jumped in and did a great job for us, and we're thankful. And as those photos that you've all been looking at tonight, that's a Smith Enterprise effort, and we sure appreciate it, Melissa. Thank you. There's another individual that should be recognized that just works faithfully to avoid recognition, and that's Susan Dunklau. Susan, thank you so much for all that you do for all of us. It's one that, you know, Dee is somebody out there, Kathy's somebody out there, but we know that nothing gets done without Susan, and we appreciate it. I wouldn't have this job or this opportunity, not only as we mentioned earlier, without Scott Bovet hiring me, and I'll always be thankful for that, but another person that was absolutely instrumental was Dave Dremme. And Dave has kept me calm on days when I really wanted to take that long walk. And he's put an arm around me, and he's done it for so many of us. And as the department's grown, he's continued to be just a calming voice and such a great guide for us. So thank you, Dave. Appreciate it. New for this year have been Julie Bentley, who joined us in the fall, and I'm sure she often questions just why did she do that, but Julie, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Two recent additions after Julie, and then we'll move on to the schedule, but you notice the way I was trying to get the attention. I thought if I threw schedule out, you'd all listen for a moment. Matt Ambrosiak has done just a fantastic job working with Erica Baldwin on the social media side. Fantastic, and we appreciate it. Last two, one person who does not need any introduction in the world of PR is Mr. Tom Blattler. Tom, thank you very much. All of you who saw the newspaper coverage, television coverage, etc., that the series got this year was because of Tom's hard work, and we appreciate it. And then lastly, Arnold Eugenio joined us this weekend, and you'll get to know him, and he's been doing a great job for us, so thank you. Looking forward to 2016, it's going to look a lot like 2015 with a couple of small changes. We're going to finish the year at this location again. In October, it looks like. Thank you, Jill, and we're excited about that. One change is that we will not be going back to Detroit, but we will be going to Lime Rock, and we're excited about that. So looking forward to that. And yeah, Bentley and Dyson and Sophronis and a few others, that one's for you, but we're happy to be going back, and we look forward to it. Tomorrow, the release will be going out with the highlights. But again, for those of you that are carrying a WC Vision business card in your wallet somewhere, it's got the schedule for 2015. And with those changes, it's going to look a lot like that with some date changes. We'll push it out a little bit further into the season just because some changes that happened up with our friends at Sonoma. So we'll be in a little bit deeper, but with the same type of break in July. And that's going to be the good news there. The other item that, before we move into the rest of the awards, is the live television that we did for Detroit, or as I like to call it, the sort of live before we got rained out, was a huge success for us. We're working with Jim McCallion in Long Beach to do the same thing again for GT this year. And if it rolls forward, and our friends at Always Evolving and their new network will do it, we'll see more of it rolling out in live this next season. So very excited about that and our continued partnership with CBS Sports. With that, I'll turn it back over to Jeff and Greg.
Let's let the awards begin, huh? You guys ready? Let's do some celebrating. Jeff, let's start it off.
Well, get right to it. Got to adjust the microphone. I think Kathy Malik was still up here. Ow. Okay. So we're going to go on to our Crew of the Year awards. These are the awards that were voted by your peers. We ask you not to vote for your own crew, but vote for who you thought would be the crew in your class that would deserve this award. So these awards are by you. We'll start off in our TCB category. And in our touring car B category, having 3 cars all season long, the crew in the racing.ca, laptopscreen.com. Let's put your hands together. Your TCB Crew of the Year, Glenn Dixon, Andre Kiesel, Nick Dunsty, and Wei Lu drivers for racing.ca. Continue on in our touring car category, in your touring car A division, the crew that the last 2 years helped clinch Kia a manufacturer's championship, as well as 2 straight driving championships. Put your hands together. Kinetic Motorsports. Going on to our TC category in our touring cars. This is a team that preps multiple cars amongst multiple series in SCCA Pro Racing. The crew that came so close to their championship 3 times in a row in 3 seasons with a lot of young drivers in it. But put your hands together for your touring car Crew of the Year, Breathless Performance.
And now as we move into the GT Division Awards, which Jeff will announce, we'd like to welcome up WC Vision Competition Director Marcus Hasselgrove to help present these very special awards.
We're going to under our Crew of the Year award in our GTS category, and please remember these were voted on by you once again. 2 cars this year for this team has been a staple in the Pirelli World Challenge and a championship contender 4 years in a row now. Put your hands together, GT Sport. There you go. Congratulations to GT Sport, your GTS Crew of the Year Award winners. Going on to our GT Cup presented by Momo, a crew that came into the season for the first time in the Pirelli World Challenge, prepping 3 cars, sometimes 4, sometimes 7 or 8 across at Miller Motorsports Park. 2 teams that actually teamed up for the year. But your GT Cup presented by Momo Crew of the Year, put your hands together, Kelly Moss and True Speed.
I think. Okay.
Trying to get recognition.
Yeah.
Congratulations once again, True Speed and Kelly Moss. Here comes Tyler. By the way, Tyler, you won Crew of the Year. Of course, Tyler, the owner of True Speed now. Great partnership and a great team. Moving on to our GTA Crew of the Year award, and for a team that has come on strong, so much so that their driver was reclassified into the GT category. But the 2-car team from AIM Racing and Always Evolving, your GTA Crew of the Year. Long walk, there we go. Long walk for AIM Racing, but definitely well received. Well earned, gentlemen. Congratulations once again, AIM Racing and Always Evolving, your 2015 GTA Crew of the Year. On to our GT Crew of the Year, another team that exemplified effort when it comes to sportsmen bringing a driver up from our GTA category to the GT, and we say Effort Racing is your GT Crew of the Year award. There was a pun in that, the effort racing, so hopefully. See. There you go. Congratulations once again to your GT Cup Crew of the Year Award, Effort Racing. Greg, for some special awards now.
Absolutely. And by the way, this remarkable crew, and you know what, I've said it very often, but just generally, the unsung heroes of our sport are these crews. They're the ones that stay late. They're the ones that show up early, that build not just fast but safe cars for these drivers to go out and perform in. So as a whole, how about a round of applause for the remarkable crews. Absolutely. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to a very special part of every Pirelli World Challenge banquet evening, where we present some very, very special awards to our racing community. I'm going to ask Marcus, obviously, to stay up and help present this award, but I also would like to bring up from Real Time Racing, Mr. Nathan Bonneau, to come on up and help us with this. So we are, of course, talking about presenting the Zimmerman Cup Award. There he comes. And with that, Marcus, I'll welcome you to the podium.
Good evening, everybody. This award's actually very special to me. It's actually how I met the real-time guys through Jerome Zimmerman and Nathan and Andrew Armistead and Peter back then. And it's an annual award presented in memory of a guy who lost his life far too young in 2003. And it exemplifies the crew chief that has similar passion and dedication. And one of my Jerome memories was they blew an engine up and they rolled a car and it was pouring with rain. And Jerome never gave up and they put both those cars back together at VIR in 2002. The award was first given for similar passion to Dax Raub in 2003. And likewise, their customer had destroyed a car and they put it back together with a small crew in 2.5 weeks. And Zimmerman still lives on if you go to Real Time. There's still pictures and until not long ago his toolbox. And as we carry on, many crew chiefs through the year who carry out a similar passion are noted in the paddock. And do you want to come up and read the name, Nathan? Come on up. You can come up. Okay, who's that, buddy? There you go. Can you say a few words?
I mean, Jerry was a special person for sure. I mean, he loved the series. He loved Hondas, as everybody knows. He wore it on his chest. I think this person who has won it this year exemplifies the love of the sport and, you know, well deserved.
Without further ado, the Zimmerman Award this year goes to Enrico Diano of Remo Ferry Motorsport.
Marcus, are you going to stay for the next one, or are you going to head down?
What do you want me to do next?
You don't have to, because Andy's coming up for it. So.
Okay. Yeah, he's coming there.
Incredibly well earned and deserved. Congratulations. We move now to another very special, heartfelt award. This is the Jim Cook Award. And we always bring up the previous year's recipient to help us present that award, so I would ask Andy Lee to please come on up and help with this presentation. Absolutely. And as Andy makes his way up, just to give you an idea of what this award is all about, it's an annual award that honors the memory of James Edwin Cook, who passed away in 1985, and is presented at season's end to an entrant or driver who has made significant contributions to the overall success of the SCCA Pro Racing World Challenge Championships through promotional activities and a consistent display of good character and sportsmanship. Our recipient this year has done that without any doubt. And he has also added a delightful, consistent display of good humor as well. And that is always so important. And then you blend in his passion for it. He is most deserving as well. Andy, I know it's our pleasure for you to present tonight's Jim Cook Award to Mark Clennon. Congratulations, Mark. Well, we're now going to get into the performance awards. To wrap things up here, before I do, I would like to say I do have a little bit of a bone to pick with Marcus, because it was my understanding that one of our purposes here is to help try and bring costs down in motorsport. And now, Jeff, it's pretty obvious after having Marcus up here that the clothing budget for the MCs next year has gone through the roof. So thank you, Marcus. We appreciate it.
There goes my bonus next year. Thanks, buddy.
Well played. Well, what do you think? Let's get into some awards. Jeff, let's start with Touring Car B-Spec.
Going to honor our top three in each of our categories, and we'll start in our Touring Car B-Spec, finishing in third place with a total of 1,368 points and amassing 3 fast laps during the course of the 2015 season. Third place in our Touring Car B-Spec category, Andre Kiesel. And congratulations to Andre Kiesel. Finishing in third place in our Touring Car A category with 5 wins on the season, amassing 5 pole positions and 5 fastest laps. Put your hands together for third place in TCA, Tony Rivera. I don't believe Tony is here this evening, but we do have to give him his drinks. Thank you so much. Going on to our third place in our Touring Car category, amassing 2 fastest laps, 3 pole positions, and a win right here at Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca. Put your hands together for Adam Poland.
Well done.
Congratulations once again, Adam Poland, third in TC.
We move now to our third place awards in the GTS divisions. We will start, or in the GT divisions, we will start with GTS. Third place in GTS this year goes to Jack Baldwin. On his way to this third place, Jack amassed 1,439 points. He had a win this year. He had 8 podiums this year, 12 top 5s, And this weekend here, folks, Jack Baldwin got his 6th pole and 3rd fast lap. Remarkable performance. Jack Baldwin for Humphreys McGee and GT Sport.
Congratulations, Jack.
Congratulations, Jack. Our 3rd place in our GT Cup by Momo category this year was a driver who put together a run of 1,532 points. We've already seen him up here once. Let's bring him up again. Driving for the Trefethen Family Vineyards Porsche team and Ansa Motorsport, Lorenzo Trefethen. On the way to this 3rd place, Lorenzo had a win this year, 4 podiums, 15 times in the top 5, and a pole and a fast lap. Congratulations, Lorenzo. But do be gentlemanly.
No.
We move now to GTA. And again, this is a category that has just been superb this year in the level of competition and, of course, the growth that we've seen as well. And this driver, his first year in this, and it was interesting chatting with him. I had the pleasure of announcing him a few times in some other types of cars. He'd never driven anything with this much downforce, with this many driver aids, and he said it was tough to wrap his head around, but when he did, wonderful things happened. 3rd in GTA this year, driving for Scuderia Corsa in the Hublot Ferrari, welcome up, Martin Fuentes. $1,632 points, a win, 7 podiums, 12 top 5s, and 7 times he qualified on the front row. It's a pretty remarkable year. And now we continue on to our GT 3rd place. Wow, what a year he had. And when you take a look at the numbers and the fact he finished 3rd and the fact that he had to miss a few races, it's a pretty remarkable achievement. Clearly he has a great team. We've met them already. 3rd place in GT for Effort Racing, Ryan Dial. $1,579 points he put together, 2 wins, 10 podiums, 14 top 5s, 2 poles, and a fast lap. And up he comes, once again, 3rd, Ryan Dial. What a treat to have him in this championship, folks.
Hey, bud.
I do have to say quickly, I had the pleasure of announcing him at a couple of Atlantic banquets, and I missed the kilt, brother.
Going into our touring car B-Spec for 2nd place awards. This team, we met them for the Team of the Year award voted by you, but driver of the racing.ca, laptopscreen.com, Nixon Pro Sport Mini. Put your hands together. Glenn Nixon. Glenn scored 1,964 points, 2 fast laps, 4 pole positions, and 5 wins on the season. One more time. Congratulations, Glenn Nixon. Moving on to 2nd place in our Touring Car A category. Switched cars mid-season. Got a brand new one with the Team Ost, brand new team. And the HelpKevinProject.com Honda Civic Si. Put your hands together. Patrick Seguin. Patrick scored 1,742 points, earning 3 fast laps and 2 pole positions. gaining more points than anyone else in the Touring Car A category in the second half of the season. Congratulations to Patrick Sagan. On to our touring cars, second place. You got a chance to meet the team earlier. The driver of the Breathless Performance TimeForLearning.com Mazda MX-5. Put your hands together. 17-year-old Ernie Francis Jr. Ernie gained 1,621 points, 5 fast laps, 4 pole positions, and 4 wins on the year, including the season finale here at Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca, helping Mazda clinch their manufacturer's championship.
All right, we move now into the second place category in the GT divisions. We will start with GTS. Second place in this category, once again, a team that has come to this championship, and they have been a force from the very beginning. This driver put together a phenomenal run and managed, as we said, a second place in the championship, driving for Phoenix Performance and Calvert Dynamics. Welcome up, Andrew Aquilante. $1,463 points, a win, a constant visitor to the podium, and quite honestly, I think one of the funnest drivers to watch fling a race car around a track. He is something. Congratulations, Andrew. And we take a look now at GT Cup by Momo, second place in this championship. And this was a driver that was simply really a point-scoring machine. You looked at what he was able to achieve this year. It was remarkable. Let's bring him up. He drives, and again, for that combination powerhouse team of True Speed and Kelly Moss, and he drives the Security National Engelin Volker's entry, Sloan Urey. $1,644 points he amassed this year. And by my count, he was on the podium 13 times, most of them frequently second place finishes. Just a remarkable year. Sloan, congratulations. All right, now to GTA and second place in that championship. Great to have he and his brother coming over and racing in GTA this year, and then here at this final event doing something I think very, very special indeed, allowing the team to bring in a couple of other drivers and run in GT as part of a real team effort, if you will, for the manufacturer, as well as a showcase for NGT. Second place in GTA this year, Enrique Cisneros, 1,767 points. I don't believe Enrique is here this year, but we have somebody coming up to receive the award, and Enrique put together a great performance, no question about it, and his win in Detroit was something else.
Once again, thank you, Jonathan Sieber, for accepting the award for Enrique Cisneros.
And now to second place in GT. We saw how that played out today, a fight right to the very end. An honor to have this guy driving in our championship. Anywhere he runs, he elevates the game of everybody around him. Second place in GT, once again driving for our Ferry Motorsports, Olivier Beretta. $1,618 points, 3 wins on the air, 7 podiums, 11 top 5s, 2 poles, 2 fast laps. On his way to second in the championship. Olivier Beretta, ladies and gentlemen.
Before we get into our champions in our driver categories, it's time to recognize our team championship awards for the teams that scored the most points throughout the season. In our touring car B-Spec category, the team that persevered all season long, running an older platform, but never gave up, campaigning multitude of cars. This one, the Chevy Sonic. Put your hands together for your touring car B-Spec team champion, Tech Sport Racing. Led by team owner Kevin Anderson, also a competitor in the series. Once again, congratulations, Tech Sport Racing, touring car B-Spec. Moving on to our touring car A team. Once again, a team that has amassed 2 straight championships for our touring car A category. 2 driver champions for their young driver. Put your hands together. Kinetic Motorsports. Kinetic Motorsports led by team principals Russell Smith, Nick Johnson, and of course Kia Racing. And Kinetic Motorsports with Ed Hall, Scott McKee, Mike O'Fiera. All right, congratulations, Kinetic Motorsports, your touring car A team champion. Moving on to our touring car team championship award. And this is a team that came into the Pirelli World Challenge on a limited schedule, decided to go full speed, sometimes campaigning 2, 3 cars in different classes. But your touring car team champion, Skull Candy Team Nissan. Led by team principals Laura Tallman, CA Sport. It's always better when they don't know they win the award. Congratulations once again, Skull Candy Team Nissan.
And that leads us into our GT divisions and the team champions in each. We start with GTS, and as I talked about, a team that came into this championship this year and was a force to be reckoned with. And right up to the last couple of rounds of the championship, 2 of their 3 drivers in the hunt for the championship. Your 2015 GTS team champion, Phoenix Performance. Come on, folks. Congratulations. We moved to our GT Cup by Momo team champions, and was reminded of something a little bit earlier this evening, and sure enough, I've been lucky. I've been announcing this championship, the Pirelli World Challenge, for 26 years. I announced that first race in 1990, and in either TV or PA, I've been calling these races. And 21 years ago, I called and was fortunate to call a remarkable season of competition when a couple drivers by the name of Price Cobb and Mauro Baldi put together an amazing run. Well, a similar run has unfolded this year in GT Cup by Momo. You know the team. Welcome them up. Your team champions, Kelly Moss. Sometimes you can relive history, and it can be a good thing. Well done. We go now to our GTA category team champion. Remarkable year that they put together, of course. One of their drivers winning the championship, finishing 1-2 this weekend, and doing it all while they were also running a program in Europe. A fantastic season and a GTA team championship well earned by Dragon Speed. And that leads us to our GT team champion, and we've talked about them quite a bit already and what they've been able to achieve. And when you take a look at what they've done as a team, and even when they didn't have one of their drivers available, they found a driver that could come in and get the job done. And of course, they, 3 drivers strong, played a key role in that, but the team themselves have just been remarkable this year. Your GT team champion, Effort Racing. And I have to say, and I think, yeah, you bet. This speaks to the character of this team. It speaks to the character of this team that in Detroit, when Ranger came in and in qualifying had that big incident, you know, there are teams that would have said, well, not again. But they saw what was possible. They believed in a second chance. They brought Ranger back. And you saw what they achieved in Sonoma. Effort Racing, folks. Congratulations to you all. We now move into our Manufacturer Championship Awards, starting with Touring Car A, and I'll turn it over to Jeff.
So the championship that I believe that the people that write the checks really care about, the Manufacturers Championships. In our TCA category, a manufacturer that has really been a staple for the Pirelli World Challenge Series in all 26 years. But to receive our Touring Car A Manufacturers Championship, put your hands together for Honda and Lee Neffenegger.
Thought we were all going to get away without having to talk tonight. And they give the trick awards to the manufacturers, of course, the ones you can drop. But no, this is definitely all of our teams contributed to this. Everybody who ran a Honda this year, I think all of them scored some of our manufacturer points, so we were able to take this back from our friends from Kia. But they're a great competitor, and we're hoping we can get some more and grow this class and get another manufacturer to try to take away from one of us.
All right.
Just take some Honda Bond, glue it right on. Works great. Been there.
Familiar with that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, kind of a detail. Moving on to our Touring Car Manufacturers Championship Award. And what a place to finish out a championship with this manufacturer here at Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca. But clinching the Manufacturers Championship in Touring Car at the last round at Miller Motorsports Park. Put your hands together for Mazda Motorsports and John Doonan.
Thanks, guys. It's good to be back at a World Challenge Awards banquet. Like Lee, this championship can be summed up in one word, and that's customers. We have terrific customer teams, Berg Racing, Breathless Performance, East Tech, Hale, Tech Sport, Snyder. We're really proud of you guys. Thank you so much for your investment of time, energy, and effort in racing Mazdas. And to Lee, congratulations on the TCA championship. Our friends at Ford Racing and the GTS, and Jens and my good friend Elwin on the GT championship. Congratulations. Terrific 2015, and we'll see you back in 2016. Thank you.
I'm surprised John has a voice left after all those driver start commands and podiums he had to do this weekend. Absolutely great. What a friend of racing. We move now to the GTS Manufacturer Championship Award. And I tell you, this is a category where you've got such a blend of different manufacturers, and they all have their strengths. And when you get somebody that comes through and puts on a season like these guys did, just absolutely fantastic. Welcome up your GTS Manufacturer Championship Award for 2015 from Ford, Andy Vrenko.
And Doug White.
And I believe Doug White might be coming up as well. Come on up, guys.
Wow, what a great honor. Really excited to be up here and accept this award on behalf of Ford Performance, Ford Motor Company, our Ford teams of drivers, owners, sponsors, and crew. I particularly want to thank some of our folks, Phoenix Performance, Joe and Jean Aquilante, the gold standard of team ownership. Preston and Meg Calvert, words can't describe my appreciation for what you have done for our program. Andrew Aquilante, one of the smartest drivers I know, a winner on and off the track. Kurt Resitano, first-time winner this year, with many more to come. Love this guy's attitude. Rehagen Racing, Dean and Amy Martin. Here's a guy, unbelievable. He's a competitor all the time. The one thing I say about Dean, he can win at any track at any time. And if you think you're going to finish, if you think that you're counting out Dean, you're probably going to finish behind him. Jack Rouse Jr., a great competitor, glad to have him back in the program. Nate Stacy, mature and skilled beyond his years. This guy is the future of motorsports. He's the real deal. Leo Capaldi, Mike and Wendy Stacy, the Pirelli World Challenge staff, world-class organization, love the people on the ground, can't thank you enough. Dave Bourne, my engineering manager and my right-hand man back in Detroit, really talented guy, can't thank him enough. Andy Vrenko. I didn't let Andy come up here because I wanted to come up and talk about him. My partner in crime here at Pirelli World Challenge, probably one of the best development engineers in the industry. Gives 110% every day. And I say that because a couple weeks ago my fiance said to me, how many guys named Andy do you have working for you? I said, why do you ask that? She said, you're on the phone every night and you're either talking about drag racing, road racing, or part development. I said, actually, I only have one guy named Andy working for me, but he does 3 different jobs. Andy, can't thank you enough. And last but not least, my fiance, Joy, who has tolerated all my travel and late-night phone calls. Just really appreciate being here. Thanks to everybody.
Congratulations indeed to Ford. And now we move to our GT Manufacturer Championship Award of the Year. It was a remarkable season, and what a year this manufacturer put together. It's fantastic, of course, across, of course, a number of different classes, but we talk now about GT, and you know who it is. Your manufacturer champion for 2015 in GT, Porsche. Please welcome up Jens Walter.
Yo, what a year. Good evening. This is a great honor for us to accept this in behalf of everyone at Porsche in Weissach and also Santa Ana in California. I'd like to give a special thanks to Chuck, Aaron, and Stefan and the entire team of Effort Racing for doing a great job this year. Congratulations on the championship. Also, Ryan and Michael, great job this year. It was great watching you racing. The development you guys both had great racing. Thank you. Thanks to the PM&A team, our guys here at the track supporting our teams both in GT and also GT Cup. It was a pleasure working with you. Everybody back in Santa Ana is very proud of that trophy, and we're going to take it back tomorrow and share with everyone. Thanks for your support. DCA and WC World Vision putting up this championship for us, for our customers to race here. Thank you very much. Great job. I would like to thank all the manufacturers, all the competitors here. It was a great honor to race against you, with you. It was a great racing series. We look forward to more years, and we have already some commitments. Effort Racing is going to continue with us next year, so we look forward to being here again next year. I'd also like to thank all of our GT Cup teams. It was the first year racing in this category. We've seen some great racing. Great job of all of the drivers and the teams. Thank you very much for making this happen. And also, I want to finish by thanking all of you, all our fans and all our competitors to race, and all our customers also in Porsche. Porsche racing is a part of our brand, and it's important for us to be around racing. Thanks for your support here. Thank you very much.
What a remarkable year. Porsche, champion once again. And speaking of champions, it is now time for us to move into our Driver Champion Awards in all of our categories. And I would like to invite back up to help present those awards Greg Gill. If you would come up and join us here on the stage, Greg. And Jeff, I will turn it over to you to start things off with touring cars.
Well, moving on to our touring car B-Spec Champion of the Year. Where domination comes in play for this driver. Come into his first full year of Pirelli World Challenge competition. Started off the season as the only manufacturer driving this car, but driver of the Tech Sport Racing Chevy Sonic Zero Prostate Cancer. Put your hands together. Your touring car B-Spec champion, Johann Swartz. On way to that championship, Johann amassed 12 podium spots, 6 fast laps, 6 pole positions, and 9 wins on the season. Your 2015 Pirelli World Challenge champion, Johann Swartz.
Thank you very much, guys. It's obviously been a very good year and very interesting years for us. Just a little bit of background here. I came over from Denmark, and there wasn't a whole lot of outlets over there for my passion for racing. I went to the States, and my first event here as a spectator, I found out where the various racing venues were. I went to the Rolex 24 and said that I want to participate in one day. And little did I know what it took to get into professional racing. I thought, oh, everybody that runs with a decal out there, they're all paid drivers, right? So fast forward to this season, those who had kind of followed us, you know, we have gained a little bit of weight. We had some breathing problems throughout the year. But as a team, which I'm very proud of, we persevered. We never gave up. So it really shows that this kind of racing is a team sport. So we had many victories, including putting Chevrolet on the top of the podium at COTA for the first time for Chevrolet in the TCB category. And we went to win on the championship since 1994 for an American manufacturer, which I'm obviously very proud of because I love to live in this country. It may not be the best, but it's second to none. So I shouldn't say it that way. It may... You know what I meant. So I apologize for that. I'm a great believer in this country. I raise a family over here, so and I plan on staying here. And I wish my dad could have part of this celebration. I was born and raised on a farm at a dead-end street in Denmark, and he was always watching on the live timing and scoring. On Monday, he was telling me and giving me updates throughout the whole and how the race went. So, not that I wasn't there, right? So that was pretty cool. I want to give many thanks because it wouldn't be possible without my primary sponsors, which was the Cash Group and Thomas Koch from Chromatech. Dave Cadwell, who doesn't like to take credit, but he has done a tremendous job putting this whole program together. And Jim Campbell, I also want to thank you very much for the support that you have given this program. The contingency that you have provided, including the $100,000 here at the end of the year, you can make the check out to my wife. She already spent the money. I had you there for a second, Dave. I know you were sweating there for a while, $100,000. Yeah, how did I promise that? All right, anyways, John Heinrichsey, for putting this great package together. It is a 60/40 car. The car weighs 2,650 pounds with 134 pounds of rewards weight. So that takes a little bit of a development and smartness to put that together. So John has done a tremendous job doing that. It's been fun working with you throughout the whole year from each race that we were going to about the initial setups. I also want to thank World Challenge very much for what they've done, given the exposure for me as well as the team and my sponsors to participate in this program. Momo for keeping me safe and cool out there. Pirelli, you know, believe it or not, we have 3 races every weekend, and some of the weekends I only used 4 new tires. We were rotating them around, so that shows a little bit about the durability that we had on those tires. Kevin Anderson and Techsport, Keith, Jason, Devin, and Debbie, thank you very much for being part of the team. You have been tremendous, and you gave me a competitive, reliable car, and never showed the stress that we were sometimes under during some of the times at the races. Mike Skeen, I also want to thank you for shortening the learning curve every time I went to a new track, so thank you very much. That guy knows what he's talking about. Hawk brake pads. Randy Popes for supporting the prostate cancer awareness campaign that we did for the race this weekend. Buzz and Jack, all right. Way back you were my heroes, and today you still are. I always learn something when I talk to you here at the World Challenge events. Other thank yous is Nick Short and Tom Noble and Marcus. Marcus, I also want to thank you. I want to hear, does anybody, when you met Marcus the first time, you saw what his full name was, and then he started talking to you, and you're kind of like, is that action coming out of this guys that has Marcus Hasselgraf as a name? That kind of threw me for a loop at the very beginning. And I want to thank you for your humor when you came and gave us a smaller restrictor. All right? You said, look at it this way, Johan. You're going to come out with less greenhouse gases. And hey, that now all the concerns went away, right? I have to, in closing here, to give my biggest thank you to my wife, Karen, who has put an endless amount of effort into this. She's the one that made this season happen, finding the money that we needed. She also raised $12,500 for this in 9 days for this event to help create awareness for prostate cancer. We had some survivors out there as well. So a big round of applause for that. And over 70 cars out there on the racetrack had the ribbon because it is the Prostate Cancer Awareness Month on the side of the car. So very well done. And even though I don't say it as often as I used to, I love you. So she's the one, she's the biggest cheerleader and reminds me and our kids about you should never stop pursuing your dreams. We are taking the day off tomorrow, but on Monday, I should say Tuesday, we get back and try to figure out what 2016 is going to look like, work hard at it. Thanks again, guys, for a great season. I've enjoyed it. I can't wait to be back.
Hey, Jeff, I think he did save the best for last when he thanked Karen, and I'd like to personally thank Karen too, because we would know it was coming before every race. As we're sitting in the booth just about to start the coverage of the TC race, both of our phones would go ping, and there would be an update from Karen about what the plan was for Johan in this race, what the changes were, what the approach was. She gets it. And Karen, phenomenal job. Congratulations to you all.
Thank you. And Jack Baldwin, you no longer hold the record for world's longest speech. Congratulations. There you go. Johan Swartz. There we go. There we go. Remember, Johan, we are a sprint series, sir. There we go. All right. Going on to our Touring Car A Drivers Champion. Superb year. Great defense of a title. Now two-time champion. Driver of the Wolf Trucking Kinetic Motorsports Kia Forte Coupe. Put your hands together. Jason Wolf. This season, Jason Wolf, 8 wins on the season, 3 fast qualifiers, 1 fast lap, and 11 podium positions for your 2015 Touring Car A champion.
All right, so coming back for season 2, there's a little more pressure this year, mainly from myself. But I feel like I'm glad I came back because I feel like I've learned a ton more, and that's because I've surrounded myself with the people that helped me learn more. So a big part of that was definitely Nick Johnson. Every race he's there. If I mess up a corner, he tells me that. There's no babying there at all. Also, everyone on the crew, Jim, Brooksy, Dave, Steve, Brandon, both Mikes. I'm sure I missed someone, but I'm sorry. Scott and Mike from Kia for giving us great cars to drive. Ed and Russell for handling all the business side of stuff and keeping everything running smoothly. And above all, my parents. They're here tonight. They've been back me 100% since day one. So just want to thank them. And it's been a great year. So thanks for being a part of it.
All right, once again, congratulations, Jason Wolf. Moving on to our touring car category. In his rookie season, fought it till the end. Driver of the US LED Access Roofing Aero Motorsports Promotion Porsche Cayman S. Put your hands together for your 2015 touring car champion, Corey Fergus. Amassing 7 podiums on the season, 1 fast lap race, 2 pole positions, and 3 wins. Once again, your 2015 TC champ, Corey Fergus.
Thank you. This was a pretty meaningful championship for the whole team here. Dad's team owner. He's had multiple championships as a driver, but this is his first professional championship as a team owner. With me as his driver is pretty special for us. So it's a double championship this weekend. Mom's birthday is today as well. 60th. Yes. All right. Okay. But you look like you're 30. Don't worry. But this is just, it's so special for us. So the whole crew worked really, really hard this weekend, but the whole season as well. And just wanted to say thanks to them, thanks to my parents. Had some great competition this year. Just fantastic racing in TC, very clean. And Ernie, doing a really good job, man. 10 years younger than me. So that's it's pretty special. He's going to be a real talent in this series and in the future. So thanks to Adam. Great racing with you as well, man. And just want to say thanks, guys. It's very special.
That, of course, leads us into our GT divisions and drivers' champions. But before we proceed, I'd like to bring up Mr. Gill for just a quick comment here. Greg?
Thank you. Appreciate that. My wife sent me a text and said, apparently Marcus didn't get the memo. But anyway, it looks good, Marcus, and you've set a high standard for us. And speaking of that, for Marcus and high standards, early in the year, we started COTA, we started with Brian Till, and what an addition it was for us. And we were very pleased, and I'd like to give Brian a special hand and recognize him, what he did. And I thought it was pretty darn amazing. But in the middle of it and around that time, we started talking with Dorsey. Dorsey didn't need any introduction, except that Greg was working, I think, as his manager. So pretty much every day I got to hear a little bit more about, you ought to talk to Dorsey. Come Road America, when Brian had to step out, Dorsey came in, and it was clear that it was a fit. And then we found out that when you work with Dorsey, you need an interpreter. So you have to keep Brian because he has to do all the translations. But I think for everybody here, we've seen such great racing, excellent stewardship, not only from Pat DiNatale, who's always guided us so well for the years, but particularly for Brian and Dorsey. Thank you both very much. There's another person who stepped up this weekend that you all know and you've watched for several years working with the series, and that was Dan Goodman. Dan, thank you very much. An excellent job in all aspects, not only for touring car this year, but all of our data, all of our cameras. Thank you, Dan.
Indeed, with that, let's move into our GT category, Driver Champion Awards. We will start with GTS. What a remarkable story we saw unfold here. A former touring car champion. That when one of the, I guess you could almost use the words legends in the GTS division had to move on. They needed to replace that driver. They looked at this man, and we knew he was capable, but did we know maybe how capable? He didn't take long to let us know. A drive in the rain at COTA was mesmerizing. From that point on, it was a joy to watch this guy compete. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2015 GTS Drivers Champion for Black Dog Speed Shop, Michael Cooper. Two pole positions, 3 fast laps, 6 podiums, 4 wins, and 1,539 points. And a mighty enthusiastic crew. Harumph. Congratulations, Michael. And you notice there, along with the trophy, we're very fortunate to have a great partner in this championship, BRM, Bernard Richard Manufacturer, fine chronographs presented to our GT champions. And that, of course, is GTS. So not only a beautiful trophy, but a great timepiece as well, and an opportunity to say a few words. Michael, congratulations.
Thank you, guys. I want to start off by congratulating my fellow champions, thanking all my GTS class competitors for making this year absolutely amazing. I'm truly honored to be standing here today, continuing the legacy of Black Dog Speed Shop with their 3rd consecutive Pirelli World Challenge Championship. When I was given an opportunity to become part of this team, I was elated. Joining the ranks of the General Motors racing family is something most drivers can only dream of. I know I always have. Despite all the season's hardships and through some incredible battles, we managed to keep the Camaro Z28 right where it belongs, on the top. I could stand up here all night and tell you how great the Z28 is, but I'm sure you've already heard plenty about this from my competitors this season. I want to thank the SCCA Pro Racing staff, Pirelli for making the best tires in sports car racing, and World Challenge for continuing to grow and improve the series, which I know will be even better in 2016. Ray Sorensen, you've helped make this transition a seamless one. Your guidance has been invaluable, even if it came in not so many words. You're the glue that holds this team together, not to mention you keep Gaples in line 365 days a year. Well, make that 364. Good luck tonight, as exhibited already. Mark Whita, this season has been amazing. It's given your talent and hard work the ultimate opportunity to shine. It's been nothing but a pleasure learning from and working beside you, even if you have a select word for me that you like. What is that word? No. I'm pretty sure I've been on more dinner dates with Gaples this year than I have been on with any girls. Tony, you made me feel welcomed even when you were constantly comparing me to other drivers. I can only imagine how your girlfriends must feel. It's been a blast being your teammate this year. Thank you for keeping me on my toes and making each weekend an adventure. Jim Campbell, Mark Kent, David Caldwell, I cannot thank you enough for the belief you've had in me and everything you do to make this program successful. The support, guidance, and unwavering faith I have been shown by my team, both at Black Dog and at General Motors, have enabled me to drive a world-class race car to the ultimate goal, a championship title. Last but not least, my Black Dog team, Jason, Mark, Phil, Sean, Trevor, Tim, and Vince. The passion for what you do, your commitment to this program, and your remarkable level of patience has enabled us to conquer an impressive field of competitors yet again. Congratulations, Black Dog Speed Shop. This one's for you. And my parents will be very upset if I don't thank them, so thank you, Mom and Dad.
In a great season for Michael Cooper, another great save. Well done, my friend. Awesome stuff. Now time for our GT Cup by Momo. Again, you heard Jens Walter talking about this was a brand new program, something special that was brought in, and boy, did they put on a show this year. There was some phenomenal racing that unfolded in the category, but in the end, and Jeff, you'd mentioned it, for the TCB category, we saw it here as well, a dominant performance by the gentleman who ends up as champion, his second straight championship, by the way. He won one last year in another category. Just a remarkable year. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2015 and inaugural GT Cup by Momo champion, Colin Thompson. As he makes his way up, just listen to these numbers, folks. 13 wins, 17 podiums, 16 poles, 14 fast laps. A remarkable achievement, a remarkable championship for Colin Thompson.
Julie, you'll note that he did not bring the dog to the podium.
Man, this is, a lot of people forget that motorsports is just a big old family, and I'm fortunate to have the biggest, best family out there, and everybody from Gary, Hank, Keel, and Alex, all the way up to our team manager, Jeff Stone, and his lovely wife, Ikram, for giving me the car week in, week out to win it. I mean, it's been an unbelievable, and I love you like a dad, I'm serious, that it's been an unbelievable experience over the last 2 years, giving me the championship last year and the one this year. I mean, it's been nothing but mine to lose with you guys. So thank you for that. Mom, Dad, my sister Taylor, who has a real job, so she doesn't come out to too many, but she tries when she can. And it's I'm very fortunate to have a family like you guys that supports me like you do, because it's what every young driver dreams for, is to have family support like you guys do. So it really does mean a lot. And my business partner Nick came out for the last 2 events, so thank you very much for that. I need to hand it to Porsche Motorsport North America for providing an unbelievable platform for young drivers coming up and giving them a place to prove themselves. It's been an absolute delight. So thank you to Pirelli and World Challenge for the platform this year. It's been a really, really good year. We've learned a lot, I think, both from a driver, team, and series perspective. And 2016, I hope to be back with you guys, or if not, then soon after, because it's it's going in a good direction. So I'm excited, and thank you guys very much for everything.
And that little story I told about the achievements 21 years ago, Colin, 21, you can do the math. But boy, did he lock in to the right team. What a performance. Congratulations once again. Indeed. Now we move to GTA, and again, we've seen some just remarkable racing in this category this year, a category where the numbers continue to increase, as does the performance of the drivers. As a matter of fact, 2 drivers that started the season as GTA competitors moved up and out. That's how intense the fight is in this one. And I don't think the gentleman that wins the championship this year is long for GTA either. A remarkable performance throughout the season. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2015 GTA Drivers Champion, driving for Dragon Speed and Bayshore Racing, Frankie Montecalvo. 7 wins on the year, 8 poles, 4 fast laps, and a championship. And as he comes up along with the trophy, as all of our GT division champions are getting, a beautiful chronograph from BRM.
Well, I just want to say how much this means to me. It's my first championship that I've got under my belt, so I'm very excited about it, and I'm looking forward to a lot more. But I really want to thank my family and friends that always come out and support me day in and day out. It's a tough job being a driver, but also want to thank our whole team. They've been great throughout the year, and it's become a family, and I hope to continue with them for many more years. And thank my parents and everyone out there, and also our sponsors, because we couldn't be here without them. So thank you.
And I would just like to say a big thank you to somebody here before we present our last award. How about a round of applause for Jory, who's been just an absolute great addition to the championship this year and doing yeoman's duty up here and helping us present these awards tonight. Thank you very much, Jory, man. All right, our GT Drivers Champion. As Calvin and I were setting the stage for the race today and looking at what the possibilities were, we looked back over the season, and it really struck us that the odds for this happening were pretty remote, particularly when you watch that car burning in the gravel trap at Barber. A brand new car up against some tried and tested machinery. That fire, the team responding the way they did, says a lot about the team itself. But then the performances by this driver. And one of the things that caught my eye was what unfolded, particularly at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park at Mosport. One, the clean defense he was able to put on to hang on to the wins, but also the way that racecraft showed through, particularly on a couple of restarts, and how he seemed to just know what was coming. I said it last year, I said it the year before, I've never seen him drive better, and he comes along, and again, a 4th straight GT Drivers Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, driving the number 3 Cadillac ATS VR, your champion, Johnny Red, Johnny O'Connell. On his way to the championship, 4 wins, 5 podiums, 12 top 5s, 4 poles, and 2 fast laps. And championship number 4, I don't know, championship 30 for GM, something like that. It's just been remarkable. And there's the trophy and, of course, the beautiful BRM watch. May the fun begin.
Where's the check?
In the envelope.
Yeah. Wow. What an amazing year. You know, I should probably start out by, you know, not everybody believes in God. I do believe in God. And for keeping all of us safe and watching over us. Pretty amazing year. I'm a pretty blessed guy, you know, to be up here 4 times. Pretty amazing. This sport is so special to all of us. And one of the things that I think is always important for us all to remember as sportsmen is you know, honor and integrity. Honor in how we conduct ourselves against our competition. Integrity, how we deal with others on the racetrack. And to hold our sport in the highest regard, as I know so many of you do. And it's that leads me to congratulate Porsche for winning the Manufacturers' Championship. We have in this series so many great manufacturers that are competing here. And there's a reason Cadillac races, and that's to improve our breed. And we've been very successful, you know, winning the previous 3 manufacturers' championships. And sometimes losing is a good thing because it motivates you. It motivates you to dig deeper, to work harder, and to Jens and Alwyn and everybody at Effort, you know, thank you for pushing us. And trust me, man, we're you remember last year, Stay Hungry? We're real hungry at Cadillac. And so we're going to be coming back and digging hard. Along those lines, you know what, I think we all need to recognize that if not for, you know, Patron Tequila, Ryan Dial might very well be up here. And Ryan, you are a true class act, an amazing racing car driver, and you're one of those guys that I dig racing against because, man, you're in my head, I'm in your head, and it's always clean. So thank you so much for missing those races. It was a good thing. To World Challenge, thank you so much. You know, in the 5 years I've been here, I've seen some amazing improvements in not just the worldwide footprint of the series, but in the competition. When you see young guys like J.D. Davidson, you know, young gunfighters coming in here, great talents. My friend Olivier Pirelli, even though I hated him today, he's hated me too. Guy Smith. I mean, I can go down the list of world-class drivers who now compete here because of the business plan that was put into place. But some of the improvements that I've seen this year that are particularly special, I can't think of another series that has 2 better sheriffs than we do in Brian Till and Dorsey Schrader. There's great confidence, I know, in all of us when we're on the racetrack that we have not only 2 ex-great champions, but 2 beautifully gifted analysts that really understand how our minds work. And so thank you guys for being part of a program. Again, I think we're unique in our racing series and having guys like that there. To everybody at the SCCA, man, it's like 31 years now that I've had an association with the SCCA. And what you do, your passion for our sport, there's not a member among you that is not always gracious, and that is not and that doesn't have the same passion and love for the sport that all drivers do. And we couldn't do it without you. So you know, you really are the heart and soul of World Challenge. So thank you so much for all that you do. Pirelli, wow, you know what? What an amazing product. My first experience with Pirelli, you know, in 1985 I had a 1969 TR6. And I was living in more or less the ghettos of Riverside, working as a mechanic, wanting to be a racing driver. And I needed tires for my car. And I could have gone and gotten the super cheapo ones, but I wanted Pirellis. So it took me a while. I saved my money. And I remember, you know, anybody here ever been poor? I was really poor. And when you're poor and you save your money and you buy something special like Pirelli's for your 1969 TR6, it's a magical moment. And so, you know, fast forward, you know, 30 some odd years, and right now my Chevy Silverado sits on Pirelli's. So Raphael and everybody at Pirelli, for all the work that you do for all of us at World Challenge to put on the show, thank you so much. Very much so. course, I am now, believe it or not, 15 years racing for General Motors. Tonight I wear an American tie because my company's American. I'm damn proud of that. We have great, amazing leadership in Jim Campbell and Mark Kent at the highest levels, and of course Dave Caldwell, who is the one that probably has the biggest challenge, having to deal with me on a little bit more a regular thing because I do stupid things a lot of the time. So I thank all of you guys for the patience that you've shown me over the years. Championships happen. You know, you surround yourself with good people and good things happen. Cadillac Racing, we've got great executive leadership. Two gentlemen in particular, Jim Verpalat and John Kramer. 5 years, man. You led our team. You developed our team. You represented and built, you know, the entire V-Series. And Cadillac is greater. It's richer. It's deeper because of you. Your love and your passion for motorsport, unparalleled, and what you have given to all of us is something that we can never repay. Thank you so much. Cadillac Racing, every guy on that team is equal to the other, and nobody's special because everybody's special, and that comes down to Steve Cole, our leader. When you have a team, and trust me, man, in 31 years I've driven for a lot of teams, it's rare where everybody gets along so well, where everybody is equal. You know, the mechanics on my car are also on Andy's car. Andy's mechanics are on my car. Everyone works so well together, and I think that's a big reason for our success is everybody, you know, pulling together. And we're very blessed. And of course we have Marcia. You say, every morning I gotta go to the transporter and see Marcia. But you know, and Marcia takes care of us, and Marcia, you know that you are such an important part of our team, and I can't thank you enough. She's the one that tolerates my anger the best. Wow, 4. I feel so lucky. You know, after that fire at Barber, there was a lot of pressure on this team. We needed to produce, we needed to win, and everybody dug deep. And those wins in Canada were special. Every event was special. And you know what? I hate that all of you have to leave here tonight saying I got beat by a bald guy in a Cadillac. But I'm gonna tell you right now that next year I want to make sure that you all leave here saying, good God, I got beat here by a bald guy in a Cadillac. So I know it's really late. Thank you guys so much. It's been an amazing year, and God bless you all, and we'll do it again next year.
Johnny-O. Wow.
That was good.
What a way to end the season. The slate of races we had this weekend, the races we had today, the banquet tonight, truly a celebration. And we've kind of built a little tradition here, Jeff, as to something that we do to end things. And, of course, we always acknowledge the champions, whether it be the manufacturers, the teams, the drivers. But in this room, Johnny alluded to it, this is a family here. This is a very special paddock. So everybody, if you would, please grab your glass. Let's give a toast to everybody, the competitors, the families, the friends, the sponsors, to a phenomenal 2015 and to an even greater 2016 and beyond. Very quickly, we're going to bring Greg Gill up because we've got something very special for you to wrap the evening up. Jeff, as always, an immense pleasure. It's been an honor to be able to work with you this year, Calvin as well, and to everybody. And I just wanted to take a moment, if I could, very quickly, the 3 people that were acknowledged specially from SECA Pro Racing. When I first got into corner working after I moved back from Europe and got done with high school, and I started dealing with Kathy Malik, I met her. She's from my home region, and so's Tom Mickwell from that area. Got to know him very well, and certainly, Pat DiNatale. I don't know many other stewards, and I'm thinking back a couple races to Houston when we were so compressed, and one of the other events, the Victory Circle was running along, and we had a special event sponsor there, and we were running out of time. The clock was counting, and we weren't going to be able to acknowledge this event sponsor. And I grabbed my radio and said, Pat, I need 2 minutes. And without question, I'm an announcer. And without question, Pat said, we're on a hold, 2 minutes. And gave us the time to acknowledge that event sponsor. Pat, you're going to be so missed, my friend, as will Tom Mickwald. But I want to say for D. Duncan, when I was just starting to do some announcing, actually announcing ice car races, frozen lakes and ice cars racing out there, Dee heard me at one point, and when the then Escort Series was going to do a race at Blackhawk Farms, I got this call from the owner of the track, and he said, yeah, this gal Dee Duncan just called me, and she said that we would be smart to have you come in and call our race. And in many ways, that was really the start of it. So Dee, man, so special. Thank you. All right. Greg Gill, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Greg. And if you ever try to do what Greg and Jeff and Cal do, just try it. If you think you can stand in front of it, you're a bit of a ham. Try to do the job those guys do. And I think some of us who were watching Greg get so excited during was it the second TC race, Greg? He actually ran, first time in 3 years I've heard him, he was just going. All of a sudden he's, hey, it's in, he almost, he was so excited, so passionate. But when you see the quality that they put, rarely do they make a miscue, rarely do they make a mistake. And so thank you guys, it's awesome. This time of year, we have a fun job that Nick is saying starts with us early on, and he works on creating an end of the year and end of the evening video. And Nick works with us and gets behind, and I'd like to ask Nick to come up for just a moment. He's going to speak very briefly, he promises, and lead us into a video and how he set it up in the spirit of racing. We're going to let that video just close, and we'll close off with that. But there's one other thing. Some of you saw the helmet in the back. This year, the series donated over $50,000 to various charities. Those have all been listed. But we lost Justin Wilson way too soon, and we've set up a helmet that's been autographed by you guys in back. We're starting the bids on it at $1,000. We've had a couple of folks already saying it. If you'd see Julie or I and participate in that, we're going to continue giving to the Justin Wilson family because we are all family and we all support each other. Many of you have stepped forward, so we're going to continue that. Thank you all.
Nick? So I always end up here introducing this video after drinking about 16 bottles of wine, but I will be brief. A lot of input from different people in putting this together. When the season starts, everybody in here plan is to be exceptional. And Preston Calvert made a unique comment. We were having a conversation in the paddock, and he said to me, yeah, this is a place where people come to be exceptional, and that's true. And there's one other place that people come to be exceptional, and I'll take issue with what somebody said earlier, and it's right here. So a lot of individual effort. People can be elsewhere. They leave their family, you leave your kids, leave other opportunity. You come here, you succeed, you fail publicly in front of other people. So instead of playing just a music video, which we do have included in this, we have a speech, and it's a football speech in football, American sport. Everything matters, small inches, feet, collective effort leads to the next goal, which leads to the next goal, which leads to the next goal. And that's what the video is about. So thanks, everyone, for being here. And it was shorter this year. So we get a little hand for shorter.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy it. This is a reflection of everybody's efforts internally. We're all family. Everybody knows what goes on here. Everybody succeeds together, fails together. You relish the other person's success. when somebody puts your hand on your back when you're having a rough day, and that's what this is all about. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope it makes the hair stand up on the back of your neck, because it did for me, and I know it did for Andy, Johnny, Petey, and Jack when we reviewed it, because we were the old guys. I was the youngest of the old guys. And I think you'll enjoy. Thanks very much.
I don't know what to say, really. 3 minutes to the biggest battle of our professional lives. All comes down to today. Either we heal as a team, or we're going to crumble. Inch by inch, play by play, till we're finished. We're in hell right now, gentlemen. Believe me. And we can stay here, get the shit kicked out of us, or we can fight our way back into the light. We can climb out of hell. 1 inch at a time. Now, I can't do it for you. I'm too old. I look around, I see these young faces, and I think, I mean, I made every wrong choice a middle-aged man can make. I pissed away all my money, believe it or not. I chased off anyone who's ever loved me. And lately, I can't even stand the face I see in the mirror. You know, when you get old in life, things get taken from you. I mean, that's part of life. But you only learn that when you start losing stuff. You find out life's this game of inches. So is football. Because in either game, life or football, the margin for error is so small. I mean, 1/2 a step too late or too early, and you don't quite make it. 1/2 second too slow, too fast, you don't quite catch it. The inches we need are everywhere around us. Hell yeah. They're in every break of the game, every minute, every second. On this team, we fight for that inch. On this team, we tear ourselves and everyone else around us to pieces for that inch. We claw with our fingernails for that inch. Because we know when we add up all those inches, that's gonna make the fucking difference between winning and losing. Between living and dying. I'll tell you this, in any fight, it's the guy who's willing to die who's going to win that inch. And I know if I'm going to have any life anymore, it's because I'm still willing to fight and die for that inch. Because that's what living is. The 6 inches in front of your face. Now, I can't make you do it. You got to look at the guy next to you. Look into his eyes. Now, I think you're going to see a guy who will go that inch with you. You're going to see a guy who will sacrifice himself for this team because he knows when it comes down to it, you're going to do the same for him. That's the team, gentlemen. And either we heal now as a team, or we will die as individuals. That's all it is. Now, what are you gonna do?
Step off the bus, shake off the where you came from dust. Grab your guitar, walk down the street. Sign says Nashville, Tennessee. But I have found town full of neon dreams. Everybody plays, everybody sings. Hollywood with a touch of twang. To be a star, you gotta bang, bang, bang. Bend those strings till the Hank comes out. Make all the drunk girls scream and shout. We love it, we hate it, we're all just trying to make it in this crazy town. Pay your dues and you play for free, and you pray for a honky-tonk destiny. You cut your teeth in the smoky bars and live off the tips from a pickle jar till you find a cool new sound. And you smile when the record band shoots you down. It's a crazy town full of neon dreams. Everybody plays, everybody sings. Hollywood with a touch of swing. To be a star, you gotta bang, bang, bang. Bend those strings till the Hank comes out. Make all the drunk girls scream and shout. We love it, we hate it, we're all just trying to make it in this crazy town. One year they repossess your truck, and the next you make a couple $1,000,000. It's a crazy town full of neon dreams. Everybody plays, everybody sings. Hollywood with a touch of twang. To be a star, you gotta bend those strings till the Hank comes out. Make all the drunk girls scream and shout. We love it, we hate it, we're all just trying to make it. We love it, we hate it, we all came here to make it in this crazy town. Crazy town.
All right. Well, I think Crazy Town sort of sums that up. And another crazy day. Got one day off, and it's 178 days till Circuit of the Americas.
Yeah,
Well
buddy.
spoken, Tony. Okay.
And with that, folks, have a great off season. Thank you for an amazing 2015, and we look forward to seeing you all back for an even better 2016. Be safe. Take care.
Mayor, you getting that trophy? Exactly. I think that's